They normally say another day, another dollar, but I will say another day, a day closer to watching yet another exciting edition of Up Close and Personal, and a chance to get to hang out with yours truly, Nyasha Divam Tamangira. From whichever part of the world you are watching this show, we are absolutely honored to have you, and I hope that you do enjoy this very exciting episode. And if you don't manage to watch this show on this particular channel, guess what? We now have a YouTube channel for your convenience. I'm feeling really happy, and you must be wondering why. Well, this is it. I'm excited because I'm not wearing any makeup right now. And I know a lot of people have been wondering all over how I look like without makeup, and you're thinking, what is it that she's hiding? Maybe she's got some big ugly scars. No, I don't. So don't wonder anymore. This is how I look. But fortunate for me, I'm not going to spend the whole show looking like this, because today I'm hanging out with a makeup artist. And before she says anything much about herself, let's watch her transform my look. Feeling really good and hopefully looking good, but I want to hear what you think. So you can go to our Facebook page and tell us what you think about this makeover. But before we continue with the show, now you're dressed up all glam. So was that an outfit for the makeup and what?
No, like it wasn't exactly an outfit for the makeup, right? But it wouldn't make sense for me to be working in high heels and looking fancy and stuff. So I just changed so I look fancy for you.
So now you're doing the show,
Yes.
I think I can understand that.
Yeah.
Can you give the viewers at home a description of what you did with my face? Because I believe that there are different ways of applying makeup. Am I right?
On average, a full makeover would take 45 minutes. But because I had to speed it up because of the show, I just did your eyebrows, put a bit of concealer under your eyes to hide any dark marks or any scars. That's what concealer's for, to hide any marks on your face. Foundation, powder, bit of blush to bring light to your face, and lipstick.
So tell me, how did you get into makeup and why?
I like looking nice.
Like, clearly.
I like looking nice. And how you look gives an impact of what kind of a person you are to people. So if you take care of yourself, people look at you like someone that's, like well put together. So I like makeup, and I'm so blessed that I have got a woman that is just out of this world, who has her own makeup line and who's a Hollywood makeup artist. So that just influenced me and impacted me to be in the makeup industry.
Growing up, we have what we call jingle dreams. Like a friend of mine once said he wanted to marry a white girl with an Italian accent, things like that. So what were some of yours?
My head is just all over the place. I want to do everything at once.
I understand that you have quite some achievements in the makeup and style industry, and you've worked with quite some big names locally and regionally. Please tell us more.
Being part of Vault Cosmetics, my aunt is Jackie Kido, who's a Hollywood makeup artist, and she has her own line, and so working for Vault has opened so many doors for me. I've got to work, I've got to meet and work with people like Pekelo. I've got to meet and associate with people like Delish. I've got to meet, I think, a lot of people. I just recently worked on Calvin's music video.
And from what you have said, I realized that your aunt has been a great influence in your life. Do you have any other people that have motivated you?
Yes, she is an insane influence on my life. My first motivation would be my mother. Having to be a mother and a father for a child is a big deal. So
yes, that's a big deal.
my mom is the greatest influence before anybody else. And then I'm surrounded by phenomenal women, from my church to my friends to everybody. So people like you with your show influenced me a lot. People like Chantel Fraser with her own clothing line influenced me. People like Renee Siegel with her jewelry line, just vintage, influenced me. I'm surrounded by phenomenal women. So all those women bring something to my life that helped me grow.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Up Close and Personal on ZBC TV. My name is Nyashadi Bamtamangira and I'm hanging out with Charmaine Fynn. Join us right after the break for more. Having studied IT as a profession, what made you want to go for it? Because it's not so girly a profession, if I may put it that way.
Honestly, it was horrible. I didn't like it at all.
Serious?
No. I didn't like it at all. I just studied it for the knowledge, like for something that I would need to know later, but it was horrible. There were all these numbers. Like, I consider myself pretty smart.
Tell us about the blog you started, who you're working with, and what it's about really.
That's like my baby. Like, my blog, I don't know where I got the idea from. I just thought, okay, if I had a blog, it would be good. Actually, how it started was that I was with my little sister, Isel, and we had my phone and we were looking and we were taking like videos and pictures of ourselves. And I was like, she was like, how cool would it be if we had people following us doing this? So a blog isn't like social media. It's a platform where you get to see my life and my interests and stuff that I find interesting, that I think other people find interesting, not like Facebook or Instagram and stuff like that. So one day I just took the computer and I googled like sites that help you start blogs, and I found one. And I just created, like, that's the time I slept at like 4 o'clock in the morning for almost a whole week, creating and designing what I would find appealing and what other girls like me would find appealing, and just sharing from information from like how to turn a scarf into a top, or nail tutorials, or like celebrity gossip, entertainment, anything about anything I share on my blog.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Up Close and Personal, and I'm hanging out with Charmaine Fynn. Join us right after the more exciting. See you soon. What's the worst pickup line you've ever heard? And what's the best pickup line you've ever heard?
Okay. I've had a lot of horrible pickup lines.
Me too.
I think the worst was is if you can go to a girl and say, I love you. That's just like
yeah. Like from what?
Really, from what? I don't even know you and you're telling me you love me. Really, I think that's the worst. The best, like, to pick up lines in work. Locally, not that I have a crush. Please don't get me wrong.
That's why I feel
yes,
like,
you know, just someone that I admire. Would be Tien Diamond. His raps are insane. Like, when he was here for the Vault launch, I was literally like, my heels were killing me, but I was standing and recording the whole performance because I was like, I'm not sitting down, I have to. And I think we're like groupies with my friend because we kept going and we're like taking pictures with him. I think I'm like, okay, Palaya girls are stookish. But no, he's just a really good artist and a really good performer. And so yeah, that's somebody that I admire. Yeah,
it's great. I like the way you're really making sure that we get the wording right.
Get the wording right. No, I don't want to hear Charmaine there's a crush on 10 times, and no, I find him very talented.
He is. Actually, he is. It's been great having you on the show, girl.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I just enjoy every moment of it.
I think I'm even slightly louder than when we started. I was a bit nervous in the beginning, and now I'm like talking too much.
That means you're better at the end. That means we should then had your next week, or maybe you'll start with the same cycle again.
But now by the time you guys have me for like the second or first time, I'll be like, hey, I'll take your job, like, hey, you're chilling with Charmaine, yeah, I'm talking to Yasha today.
Exactly, then I will be answering all the questions.
When I ask you why you're dating, don't start giving me like,
I wouldn't want to answer that one. Tables turned, I wouldn't want to answer it.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
This is not fake, right?
No, it's not fake. Like, I'm like pulling my face behind your back. No, you my girl. She's my friend. Genuine, not from the show. So, yeah.
Thank you for staying with us. You've been watching Up Close and Personal, hanging out with Nyasha Divam and Charmaine Fynn, who is a makeup artist, stylist, and blogger, and soon to be reality TV show star. I just want to encourage all the women out there, women of all shapes and sizes, colors, and complexions, that it's okay to apply a bit of makeup. I know some women are a bit skeptical about applying makeup because society tends to frown upon women who wear makeup. But nowadays, more and more people are discovering themselves and discovering their makeup side. And besides, if you approach experts like Charmaine, you get to discover the kind of makeup that suits your personal style. To comment about today's show, you can go to our Facebook page, Up Close and Personal, on ZBC TV, or you can go to my Facebook page, and it's Nyasha Divam. And guess what? You can also follow me on Twitter at NashDiva. And if you missed out on today's show, you can go to our YouTube channel, and you're bound to get snippets about today's show. In the words of Sidney Smith, we know nothing about tomorrow, but our business is to be good and happy today. My name is Nyasha Divam, and you've been watching Up Close and Personal. Thank you so much for listening.